Hi y'all, Lori here and welcome to Libra Lens. So this is gonna be me watching the first episode of Interview with the Vampire. So I wanna say hi and welcome to everyone who's seeing my channel for the first time, being that this is a new show. I hope you enjoyed the video. I have seen Interview with the Vampire, the movie, but it was a really long time ago. I watched it when I was younger, so I have sort of a basic idea of, what goes on. I know it's a queer vampire love story, and that's just everything I love. I love me some fantasy. I love New Orleans. So I'm really excited to see. I've been seeing so many tweets ever since it got on Netflix, and I was just like, if I don't watch it now, I know I'm gonna get spoiled beyond belief. So I'm really excited, and I love me some Jacob Anderson. I love his music as like Raleigh Ritchie and Grey Worm. I've also seen like little things that made me excited. Like I've seen this clip or quote from his dialect coach talking about how his accent work in this series is some of the best he's ever seen. And I'm just really excited because I love me a period drama. I love me some fantasy. I love me some gore. And then it's also meant to be romantic, like yum, 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 yum. So I'm super excited. Thank you guys for watching with me, and let's get into the video. AMC original. I actually have no context for what AMC shows are supposed to be like, but I'm excited. It's like teeth. It's two skylines, but they're kind of like vampire teeth. That's cool. In throes of increasing wonder.
There need to be told. There's shit out there that's just, wrong. You need to know about it. That's the job. It's not a complicated job.
This is not what I was expecting from the start. I'll just be real, but
I've been fired from 3 papers, hired back at 2 of them. The third got gobbled up by night ridders. I'm a goddamn reservoir of do's and don'ts. Your sources. Honesty is not a tactic. You still want this job? It's your money.
You guys promised me hot young vampires. I don't know if that's what I'm getting right now, but we'll see.
Yeah, hey Doc. Yeah, thanks for getting back to me. The thing I'm trying to figure out is what's the deal with this subvariant business? I mean, is that more contagious?
COVID. I was like, what are they talking about? I literally forgot about COVID. It wasn't that long ago, but I forgot about COVID. Yeah, that was the thing that happened.
Uh-huh.
Louis Dupont something. Louis. I love a good French accent.
First question. You weren't always a vampire, were you? I was a 33-year-old man when I became a vampire.
Oh, so he's the guy who interviewed the vampire. I get it. I don't remember this in the movie, but I mean, again, I watched the movie when I was really little. I don't remember a lot from it. That's why I was confused. I was like, who is this?
Dear Mr. Malloy, I hope this letter finds you safe and thriving, if such a thing were a possibility in this bleak.
I know that's Jacob Anderson's voice, guys.
Please allow me to congratulate you on all your successes, those professional and those. The passage of time and the frailties that accompany it have provided me.
Why does that look like the future?
In a week's time, we revisit the project boyish youth prevented us from finishing. I offer my full attention and my life story.
Okay, come on, interview.
Louis Dupont du Lac.
Louis Dupont du Lac. That's how you know you're important. When your name is a sentence.
You've grown old, Daniel.
That's exactly what you want to hear from a vampire who doesn't age.
I wasn't sure you remembered me. Your book makes no mention of our prior meeting.
His natural eyes are not light, right?
Drugs,
I don't think so.
Mentioned vampires in one of those readers tend to call bullshit.
You've had some health concerns of late. You have Parkinson's disease, Daniel.
Yeah. I know the Emiratis are big on privacy, and that's probably important to you, but I gotta ask, what does it cost this haven't aged in half a century, killer reviews in all directions, anonymity?
That's so funny because I thought they were in the future, but they're just in Dubai. I'm like, is this the future? No, honey, it's Dubai.
That's the sun out there. Where's your coffin?
You're standing in it.
Yeah, tinted windows. That's how you know you got money.
I have to be very careful whom I let in.
Ooh. It's like you turn to sand. Because you know there's some movies where like the vampires just catch on fire, but this one you just sort of melt away.
Disrespectful.
I was high.
You were not worthy of my story then.
We're disrespectful.
Maybe your story wasn't worth telling.
Damn, you weren't disrespectful, clearly.
I don't do puff portraiture anymore.
And yet, you got on a plane with an autoimmune disease in the middle of a pandemic.
It's COVID times. If you have an autoimmune disease, you're not traveling.
That's my voice, but I don't remember it. I ask all the wrong questions.
Yes.
There's contradictions in your story I never follow up on.
Yes.
Why again? What's changed?
World.
Oh, so this is a retelling after the movie.
Circumstances. Me, I've changed. And I too find the tapes lacking.
A do-over.
Truth and reconciliation.
I ask the questions, you answer the questions. Anything that can't be verified, I send to my researcher.
No third parties.
I get the final edit.
That is not the agreement you signed.
And one more thing. I do my best work one-on-one.
Would you see to Mr. Malloy's room? Best we start when our boys have rest.
I know you're
He's a little cranky.
I'm an old man with all the triggers that come with it.
Yeah, you're a cranky baby, clearly.
And I'm ready. So let's do this. I'm Daniel Malloy, across from Mr.
Louis Dupoint-Dulac.
His name is just so romantic. Louis de Pointe-du-Lac.
How long have you been dead?
How long have you been dead? Old
The year
school.
was 1912, all of the 5th year of my father's passing. The favored son, and a sizable trust to oversee as a consequence.
Oh, he was a trust fund baby. Love that for you.
The only place in New Orleans a gentleman of my complexion could do a righteous business. Neighborhood called Storyville.
That was the old red light.
Storyville.
You were in what business exactly?
Managed and operated of enterprises.
He looks so clean. Little hat. His walking stick.
24 sporting houses on Liberty Street. I owned 8 of them.
8. He was the guy. He was the man.
Mr. Dulac.
Yeah.
Mr. Dulac.
You got as many bills in them fat fucking rolls of yours?
Mr. Dulac!
You couldn't look weak on Liberty Street.
We got bad trouble.
I apologize. I was only trying to show you my love. Fuck you.
He was only trying to
Couldn't hit me.
Out on the family? Hitting on me? God damn it, Briggs.
He stuck it in my shit box. Gave him a chance to put that on bucket. So I gave him a little squirt of my catfish dinner for going there. Don't believe me, check his dick.
Fuck you talking to? I ain't seen no man's dick.
Hell, I might have even said yes if you just asked. With a dick in the asshole without asking, that's against Jesus.
That's against Jesus, for real.
Someone go fetch Doc Johnson. You get some clean water in the towel.
Oh my god.
Get your hands off me, nigga.
I see, that's why you can't be help them.
You won't make me regret my support. You repeat yourself.
Literally, somebody's trying to save your life. Fuck off, man.
Louis Dupoint-Dulac.
Oh, forgive me. Oh, Miss Williams. Isn't she a vision? Jesus, Mary. Got a situation here, Finn. Another one outside 122.
Yeah, what I pay you for?
Citizen priest.
Do you not realize, sister, your body is part of Christ the Lord?
It's not to give 2 moons to feed your brother, Mr. Dulac.
That's his brother.
Go on home. Tell my mom not to wait up.
One preacher brother. One pimp brother. Duality of man.
Listen to me, please.
Have a fucking night, okay? Can't have it with your food.
That's his brother. He just pulled a knife on his brother. Okay, you can't look weak on Liberty Street does not mean...
Oh, my brother.
Yeah.
No, you couldn't look weak on Liberty.
No, that doesn't mean you do that to your brother. Ooh. Okay, now he looks mystical. That's giving... I see.
He pulled his knife on me, man.
Let's not fuss on the particular.
My mother consumed herself with the preparations for my sister's wedding, while Paul confused the dining table with a pulpit none of us would recognize.
We should talk.
Preacher man, preacher man.
Till Louis can find us some more respectable business.
That it was a lie. You still be locked up in that hospital in Jackson.
Their accents though. Hospital.
I dream of what a quiet breakfast might look like.
He's gonna make your daughter jump a broom.
I'm sitting right here.
Play rooms down the street at the Mayfair Sisters Home.
What's wrong with jumping a broom?
Baldy Hunter likes we walk that back.
I thought jumping a broom was a typical Southern thing. Or maybe they thought it was
I promised our father on his deathbed to look after him. I loved him more than anyone on earth, and our daily stroke was the measure of a good day started.
We love brotherly love.
Good morning, Paul. Good for you, maybe.
Why is he so aggy? Good for you.
I wanted to thank the family for last Sunday's donation. And the money goes a good way towards the renovation. You know, you can always come here if you're in need, son.
My business and my raised religion were at odds.
Catholic guilt. TM. I understand it deeply.
Seeking ass before absolution.
You maintain this delusion in house.
Those are cool. You put the steering wheel up.
Miss Lily working tonight? Palace of opulence and splendor, and catered to an almost exclusively Caucasian clientele.
L'impossible peut faire l'impossible.
I don't know much what you're saying, but it sure sounds nice.
Miss Lily.
Bonsoir, monsieur. You speak French.
We speak all sorts of tongues.
He's looking at him with wonder in his eyes.
Just saw through the front door.
Excuse me?
Oh.
I mean that as a compliment.
I mean it as a compliment, it's still rude.
It gets in privileges.
Something funny about that?
Your name is Louis.
I didn't get your name, fella.
Je suis désolé. Je m'amuse trop en privé. You're the man who made me buy a town house in the corner. I owe you everything.
I know sometimes men of my race.
But he's the one that was looking.
But I didn't say you know townhouse.
Louis!
Put that on my account. And 2 more for us. And another round for the musicians. Whatever they want. Ils sont toujours oubliés.
He's just spending money. Ils sont toujours oubliés. They're always forgotten.
So I'm out here, music playing, dancing by the water's edge. I disembarked for there was food. She puts a pistol to my head.
What? He's just touching her.
Tearing me down as his hands went wandering Miss Lily's dress. I wanted to take the end of my cane and slit his throat.
Why didn't you?
Couldn't move. My body was seized with weakness. His gaze.
They have like, I don't know what it's called. Mental Jedi mind tricks.
All shades of skin. I've emptied a bank vault simplement, I must say. It was not until a few minutes later, quand je regarde un homme sortir un couteau de sa canne et presser la lame sur le stomach de son frère.
It's so dreamy the way they're filming it, like his face is moving.
Unpack your trunks. You're wrong.
After seeing that, okay, well, he's a vampire.
I had planned to make a new life for myself. That was to be my destiny. Now I know I was right. A handsome man with a most agreeable disposition.
His destiny, Louis.
His destiny.
The order of humans available. The gentleman is swapping out the sausage recipes, Miss Carol.
Love it when men wanna show off with their money. Please keep going, keep going. You can do better. You can do better. You can do better.
Please get my friend here anything at once. I do hope I run into you again.
Oh, but I feel bad for Louis. That was his babe, Miss Lily.
I wanted to murder the man, and I wanted to be the man.
You wanna be him and you hate him.
I had come there for Lily, but I left thinking of only him.
Imagine you actually had to go and like put out the lights and put on the street lights. Like that was someone's job. It didn't just come on automatically, you guys. That's actually so crazy to think about. Because also the hours for that job must be awful. Oh, how is it coming back on?
Come now. Who the devil?
Who the devil? Is the devil? It's a vampire. Ah! I was expecting it and still. Oh, poor man.
Unfortunates living near the wharf mostly. Still very peculiar, they say. Small wounds to the body, entirely devoid of blood.
That's not a fever, that's being drained of blood by a vampire.
We call those bureaucrats in France.
Gentlemen, you all know Louis, let me introduce you to Mr. Lestat de Leoncourt.
We met already, Mr. Anderson.
In front of a florist. We both wanted the last bouquet of lilies.
You mean we both wanted Miss Lily? Not a bouquet.
Mr. Fenwick, just as I told you, the most discreet Negro.
See, this is my only problem with period things. All these N-word, please. Give me a break. Give me a break.
I'm terrible at cards. Do you mind getting me some more of these money chips?
You know that Alderman Fenwick here recently purchased both the title and deed to the Horton Rooming House on Villery Street. Recommended the Alderman find a managing partner. Recommended he think of you, Louis.
A Managing partner, okay.
I said you do it for 10%.
All respect, Mr. Anderson. Oh, was it 10% for all the work?
Crazy.
There's capital investment and there's labor. Both has a seat at the table, wouldn't you say, Mr. Lestat?
I'd say you're a cunt.
Par exemple, you fine gentlemen have heard of the success these men look down on you. I have to say, I find it appalling.
He's speaking in your mind while he's having a whole other conversation. That's trippy.
10%. 15%.
Oh?
Do you not know your value?
You can't even pause them. Okay, he's like powerful. Why is he showing his powers to him, Louis?
And do you think two pair will win the hour? I believe there is great opportunity in this city. To seize it, I'll need protection from the wolves.
At least he's helping out your game, Louis. I mean, you know. Okay, full house. Woo. No longer two pair.
And that's all to say,
That is a full house, right?
Back from my buyers, but where is the business if there is no capital? It does not exist.
All right, boy, show him. Full bowl. Mr. Dula.
Thank you, Lestat.
He wouldn't tell me how he did it.
It's not a trick. He's a vampire, but I mean, that's not the first thing your mind would go to, I guess.
He was in love with my city, wanted to know everything he could about it. He had not revealed his vampire nature yet.
I'm assuming you only met at night.
New Orleans. Days of sleeping off the previous evening's dash.
Perfect cover for a vampire.
Racing ahead again, Mr. Malloy. Let the tale seduce you.
Let the tale seduce you.
Money would arrive wired from France, and the shopkeepers were very happy to accommodate him.
He's cute though.
With encouragement.
Very dark gentleman, even though he has light hair.
It was a cold winter that year, and I found myself for the very first time confiding my struggles to another man. I was being hunted,
And you didn't know it.
and I was completely unaware it was happening.
He's cute though.
Out catting with some white man.
Yeah, white and French.
Oh, that's a new kind of white, is it? French white? Invite him over for dinner. I want to meet this French white.
Yes.
He's not talking. There's no one there.
Caught up on my bed last night.
Oh, he's troubled. I thought he was just like overzealous.
Well, good day now. Ain't taking you getting married.
Takes any man like Paul.
How'd that work last time? Come out worse than before.
Worse.
Worry about your own life. Worry about being a bride. Worry about what you're gonna wear in London, Paris, Florence. Now y'all gonna be a steerage out of New York. Once you get to Europe,
He's
first
such a
class,
good brother.
first
Like,
All around the world.
that's so sweet. Paul was just so
I can't take you enough, Mama. Never been east of Alabama. Now I'm going to see the pyramids.
My mother, she gave me every advantage in life.
It was Louis that purchased your holiday levy. Louis who controls the levy.
Don't mind Levy.
And I don't know who gave you the right to call our mother your mother. She's
Ugh. Paul, come on.
I do love this bouillabaisse.
What? Down here we call it gumbo.
Bouillabaisse.
We had a gumbo the other night.
Oh, I never thought about that. Bouillabaisse is sort of gumbo, but I thought bouillabaisse had like tomato in it as well as seafood.
And what exactly is the nature of your relationship with my brother, Monsieur Leon?
Why are you such a questioner?
Your brother and I have been discussing a few investment opportunities.
The birds asked me to ask you.
The birds.
I wasn't being rude.
Oh yeah, he's actually troubled. It's not his fault. Like, and especially back in those days, where you can't figure out what's actually wrong with someone or like medicate.
Mr. Leon.
How about you shut your damn mouth?
Louis?
That's all right.
Ooh,
look,
awkward.
The birds speak for him.
The birds speak for him.
I came to know Christ in a monastery. I wanted to be a priest. And under the guidance and discipline of the monks who lived there, I came to memorize both the testaments of the saints and scholars. My father, vulgar man, did not think much of this education. And so he and my brothers conspired to pull me out, lock me away, where between beatings, starvations, and the failure of Christ to intercede the beatings and starvations, I slowly forgot all of it. And so, to answer your boring question, there is an ocean between Christ and myself.
Stop! Don't do that shit here.
That's my
I won't.
brother. Yeah.
Understand?
The guy that plays Lestat is a really good actor though, because there was so much emotion in his face while he was doing that.
The rudeness is all mine.
It's the humidity. It does that sometimes.
We have some ice water.
It's the humidity.
Tell us all again how he won
My joy, child's heart.
Women, you always have to be so together. That's all right. It's the humidity.
When Paul ain't picking at his plate, he picking a fight.
The lie you told about leaving the opera house. You were near weeping when the curtain fell. Why hide that from your family?
Don't everybody need to know what I do?
Dishonesty breeds dishonesty.
They sit in judgment. Paul's the only one to say it to my face, but I know my mind Grace thinking too. My daddy ran our sugar business into a swamp when he passed.
You don't need to defend yourself to me, Louis.
It ain't easy the work I do.
He's just trying to make his way and help his family survive. But then you have to be the one doing all the bad stuff and protecting everybody else.
You did good getting off that boat when you did. St. Louis's dullest dishwater.
I feel quite at home here. So we have a nightcap.
A nightcap.
I already had enough for the night.
I bought you a gift. A flower.
A lily.
That's a nice music box you got there.
It's one of the few things I brought with me from the continent. I composed it for a young violinist.
He's a composer.
I believe that is for the lips, Miss Lily.
I don't like the way mine look plain. I Mr. Dulac don't mind when I do it.
So MC just goes full nudity. Okay.
I can see why you both run to the other.
I told Mr. Lianku, you and me usually just talk.
Why is that, Louis?
What? So even though she's his fave, they've never actually.
There's nothing to be nervous about. The curtains are closed. Even the planets and stars are blindfolded.
That's your thing,
He's so poetic.
I like to watch.
I've been watching you for some time now, Louis.
How you do that?
Do what?
Do what?
Get my head like that.
Such a pretty head.
Okay. There's things happening. That's what I can say, guys. There's things happening. And I guess we love it for them, maybe? I just think it's very interesting that, like, this is his way of seducing him. Like, he has to introduce someone else. So, like, are you sure he's really into you? Oh. He's, like, into it, then he's realizing it's Lestat, and then he's not into it. But he's into it. And she's like, if you guys want to be together, do it.
Dormez bien, Miss Lily.
Oh, sleep well. See, this is what they wanted from time. It was about both of them. Miss Lily was just the little mixer. Like, let's get him into this slowly. That's what that was. And I get it, Lestat. Like, he was flooding on Louis. He can fly. Oh my god. What am I watching? I don't know if you guys can even see any of this, but what am I watching? It's actually kind of beautiful. But
I did not consider myself a homosexual man at the time.
Are you sure?
I had had experiences.
Experiences, okay. Oh, fair enough. Especially back in those times, like, it would have been very taboo. And
We met at a gay bar, didn't we, Dan?
yeah.
Or I did what I had to.
So Daniel's
married?
gay
Twice.
too?
But we're not here for me.
When you were using drugs, do you remember the best you ever had?
Berkeley, 1978. Mexican black tar that Carly and Pedro were slinging.
Black
Imagine
tar.
that flowing inside your veins again.
Oof.
Now multiply it by miles. He had taken what he called un petit coup. Not enough to kill me, just enough to keep him fit. It takes an enormous amount of restraint for us.
Oh, so his blood can heal because he just
Experiencing it
put it on the holes.
feelings of intimacy. It awoke within me.
We're falling in love, babe. It's okay.
Never allowed
okay.
myself to feel emotionally close to anyone. I had no room for feelings like these. You could be a lot of things in New Orleans, but an openly gay Negro man was not one of them.
I see that. In 1910, an openly gay black man? Crazy.
Shut that night out of my mind. Turn my attentions back to life as it was before.
Yeah, just go back in the closet because it's easier. I get it somehow. Obviously, I've never been in that position, but I'm just saying I get it. They jumped the broom.
We are missing my father today. Supposed to dance with me to start the night off. I'm trying not to cry now. And I thought the best way to honor Daddy would be to make my brothers do the work. These no good boys used to shuffle for pennies on Sunday.
Oh.
Call themselves the A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Altar boys come dancing every day for God.
Altar boys come dancing every day for God. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Yeah, did you get it?
Please.
Dance for your sister. Exactly. Okay.
Shoes are tight.
Oh, the shoes is fine. It's the feet that's fat.
Exactly.
Play it loud so they can't hear our feet.
This is so cute, and I think the actors actually learned the dance because I'm watching the cuts, and I don't think it's stuntmen. Like I think it's the actors the entire time. I have 2 left feet, so I could never do this, but it's cute. That was so cute. Woo! Cute, cute, cute. I always love mornings like this, like mornings after a big event, after a wedding, after Christmas, and you just have your people around and you're chilling. It's always very sweet, like the little twilight hours in life.
Freebies. 9,517. How many days we been in this house?
You do that math all by yourself?
That's rude.
I think you should get married next.
No, you're not.
You dance that close, you ought to be married.
He doesn't even know who you're talking about. It's like the one you become too close with.
You still doing business with that man Lestat?
Didn't work out.
Keep him away, I guess.
He's here to take souls. He told me so. He spoke to me without moving his lips.
He got tricks is all.
No, you know he actually did it.
Ain't never gonna see him again, Paul.
Oh, so he knows something happened.
You think Levy loves her enough? No, Grace needs a lot of love.
Oh, they're good brothers.
I do.
Yeah, like he's troubled, but they're still good brothers.
I love you, Louis.
I love you too, baby brother.
I ate too much checker cake.
Paul.
Paul!
Oh my god. And his last words are gonna be, I ate too much checkered cake.
That was the last sunrise I ever saw. Perhaps the kindest thing the dark gift has given me.
Because every sunrise now, you just think of your brother.
I don't miss the sun. The reminders it carries.
That's so sad. And he loved his brother.
I've seen death over and over again. It's boring.
That'll make a great blurb.
The diagnosis you received turned the world sideways.
I get it. I'm gonna die, but not the vampire.
The vampire is bored. The human was destroyed. Utterly destroyed.
I was at the funeral home. Everything is going as it should.
You must have said something to him, Larry. You must have said something to him.
What do you mean he must have said something? It's not him. It's not his fault.
Paul slipped. I don't think this is something you want to pursue.
He was a fragile boy. And you always had to have the last word.
He didn't do anything. And this also just shows, like, she has favorites. Like, okay, you've lost one child. You don't want to blame the other one. That's you losing 2 children.
You don't get past the gates. If you kill yourself. Paul gone down the other way. Paul's in hell because of you.
That's not fair. That's not fair to put on him. That's not fair. I guess she's grieving, but that is...
Storyville lowered their hats. But if you look past those lined up on the sidewalk, the whores hadn't stopped whoring. Paul's life worth to them. What was my life worth? A big man at Liberty Street, trailing the satin-lined evidence of his failure. Easy prey for the discerning predator.
Lestat.
An elegant coffee. Would you tell me where you purchased?
Move on.
You've been avoiding me.
I have been
Miss Little kindly to
It's my
being
brother's
avoided.
funeral.
Your brother longed for that flagstone.
Oh, fuck off.
I got it, boss. Keep walking.
Oh, that's not the guy's fault.
The sermon that was given I could not hear, and when the gathering cut loose the body, I could not join the transformation. He would not let me.
Come to me.
Walk you home, Mama?
No, thank you.
You can't blame him.
She did.
She just needs to put it somewhere.
And the place if she wants to put it is on me. Like of all the places she has to put it, it's just gonna be on me. That's not fair. I'm also grieving.
Come to me.
And that's why he'll go. When your family is treating you like that for something you didn't do, you now run into the hands of something else. Let's put it that way.
But he would not allow it.
Come to me, Louis. Come to me.
My heart broke when I heard of your brother's passing.
Miss Liv. Miss Liv.
Miss Lily died 2 weeks ago.
She died.
We
She didn't have anyone else.
Said she contracted the fevers that's been going around. Blood went and dried up inside her.
That's not a fever.
Help me.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. I'm a drunk, Lord. I'm a thief, Lord. I profit off the miseries of other drugs, liquor, women. I look in the mirror, I know what I am. And Lord, I drag my family into this mess with me. I shame my father.
There's so much guilt. But it's not all based on him.
I lay down with a man. I lay down with the devil.
Jacob Anderson is so good though.
Nothing anymore but his voice.
He's literally overtaking you.
I want to die.
Wait, what's happening? He's shaking. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Lestat though. This is, you guys, this is not dark romance. That is a monster.
You think so that you live in that tawdry bar? Discharge!
And he's not gonna die!
We are unworthy yet. How can you humiliate yourself like this?
Better than this, better than God. What is that? No, oh my god.
Killed it. Cut short that magnificent life she was living.
Yeah, why did you kill her? Just so you come to you.
I give death to those deserving.
You are death, basically.
I'm not the devil. You were wrong about that. I can't give you death.
Not the squeak! Oh my god. No, leave him. He's just a priest. I mean, we know that priests are not all angels. But he's just a random priest. Please leave him alone. Oh my god, oh my god. He's literally like running. And Lestat is just walking. And he's still faster. Did he close the doors with his mind as well? Punched through that man's head.
This primitive country, it has shackled you, permanent exile. Every room you enter, every hat you are forced to wear, the deferential businessman, all these roles you conform to, and none of them your true nature. But rage you must feel as you choke under sorrow. First time I laid eyes on your beautiful face, I saw that sorrow.
Feels like they're the
I
same.
did not know how it got there or why, so voluminous.
And they're shared souls.
I can take away that sorrow, Lou. I can give you that death you begged your feeble, non-existent God for. But I can do it.
Blaspheme.
I can swap this life of shame, swap it out for a dark gift and a power you can't begin to imagine. You just have to ask me for it. You just have to nod your beautiful head.
If it's something you have to give your consent to, it's probably not something you should give your consent to. Because there's a reason why you have to agree to get it. Calling it a gift doesn't mean it's always a gift. They are cute though. I want to see them together, so say yes, say yes, say yes.
It is difficult to explain how his words disarmed me. Impenetrable his argument was.
After you just saw him kill 2 priests and bash one's head through.
My wish to die seemed utterly unimportant.
Well, I guess if you're already suicidal.
I completely forgot myself and the barbaric scene that surrounded me. For the first time in my life, I was seen.
Be my companion.
That's what everybody wants. Just want someone to see you.
And be them without apology for all eternity.
Louis. Well, I'm about to get vampire Louis.
Drained me to the very threshold of death.
That was a sexy bite though. Oh, he's literally going gray, like from his face. Oh, makeup department, y'all are on it. Okay.
Like the pounding of a drum, growing louder, as if some enormous creature were coming. And then there came a pounding of another drum, giving no notice to the rhythm of the other. Oh, my veins. Drum, and then the other drum. I opened my eyes, and it was then that I realized.
Or green eyes, whatever, light eyes.
The drum was my heart, and the other drum
was his.
Had been his. I saw him sitting a length away from me, radiant, and we sat there for some time, rows of increasing wonder.
Episode name.
The end.
Oh.
The beginning.
And he's crying, or tearing up. Oh! His tears are blood! Oh my god, that was so beautiful. That was so beautiful. Okay, now I get why everybody has been telling me to watch Interview with the Vampire. Because, like, I won't lie, Lestat is giving more villain than I was expecting. Because he's fully evil. Like, he's fully evil. He killed those priests. He killed Lily. Why did you kill Lily? But there's something so beautiful about it. Like, it's so poetic. Even at the end there, that whole monologue about the drums and like a creature coming through a forest and then them sitting there together in throes of wonder. And it's just so beautiful. It's like, it's so dark and scary, like what's actually happening on screen, but like the language and the way it's shot and the way Lestat and Louis speak, like, it's just so beautiful. And this is one of the times where I'll say, like, actually having a narrator works, because I think because the mood is so dark and scary, having Louis narrate over it and his narration being so romantic, like, it really gives you that, like, okay, gothic romance vibe, both of those together. But I'm really excited. When it first started out, I won't lie, I was a bit like, what's going on? But I do like the idea that this is a full interview and we're listening to the interview the entire time. We get the lead up to it. And I'm sure them having the interviewer, I can't remember his name right now, but I'm sure them having the interviewer there is going to add to the story later on. So I'm assuming, like, as time goes on, we'll get, okay, them in New Orleans and then them clips of them in Dubai, and that will also like follow along the story. So we'll have like past storyline and present day. But it's super exciting. I love the costume design. New Orleans looks amazing. I love their little accents, because back in the day, New Orleans was definitely like a meeting ground, right? It was Nouvelle Orleans, so it was very French, very Creole, but also very American at the same time. And I love that we do get to experience like that sort of historical perspective, with Lestat being this creature from the old world, right? Like, he's Parisian, he's French, he's from Europe, he's from the old continent, the old world, everything. And he's also not from this century. So it's sort of turn of the century, America is becoming this new thing, and we have a main character who kind of embodies all of those things, right? Like, he's a black man in the South trying to make his way, and not only is he a black man in the South, he's a gay black man in the South in the 1910s. Like, how is he supposed to come out? What are we supposed to do? So it's not just like, well, I think these are basically my favorite kind of stories, right? It's fantasy, it's a story about vampires and whatever else, but it's also a story about America and the history of being a black man in those times. And I know originally Anne Rice did not write Louis as a black character. Different things can be said about keeping things in the original way that they're intended and things, but I do think that this casting is in the spirit of the theme of the novel. Because when she wrote the novel, what was so novel about it was just the homosexuality, right? Like the queer love and two men loving each other. And that in and of itself was enough to show that it's this representation of a new kind of person or a new kind of America coming out, and that like fighting against the establishment or whatever. So I think in that same spirit, casting Jacob Anderson and adding on that new layer to the story of him just trying to make it in New Orleans as a black man is really interesting and cool. I'm also really sad about what happened to his brother. I still really want to know what made him kill himself, because I know he's had like mental health issues with the birds, and then obviously like whatever Lestat said to him at that dinner really did mess him up. But I still want to know why he killed himself. I wonder if like we're gonna get more on that, or if, you know, like further on down the line, Lestat will actually tell Louis what happened. But yeah, so far so good. This was an amazing pilot. I can't wait to watch more. I'm so happy to everybody who told me to watch this. If you are still watching, thank you for staying this long. And if you're here, you might as well like and subscribe. I'm gonna try and be putting out at least maybe 2 videos a week. try and give you guys some content, keep you fed. Let me know if there's anything else you want to see from me soon, or if there's any thoughts you had about this episode or anything you think I missed. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and see you in the next one. Bye.